small area.
A small area.
For religious practice.
Religious practice.
For all faiths.
For all faiths.
So instead of proposing it.
We're
just bringing a canopy.
We're just bringing a canopy.
We'll let you know where it is tomorrow.
We'll let you know where it is tomorrow.
So anyone of any faith. Can practice it there. Peacefully. Most of the other movements. Have already done this. We feel that it would be a good thing. To do the same here in Phoenix. Awesome.
Yep.
All right. See that.
Any more announcements?
I have one if nobody else does.
I was just giving.
All right, mic check. Mic check. Just so the people who are staying over, the police will take down our canopy, and everything else inside the canopy, if no one is there. So all night, and all day, we need at least one person in every single canopy. That's it.
That's it.
Any more announcements?
Any more announcements?
Is it an announcement?
Just a suggestion. Does that work?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Fine.
Yeah.
Mic check.
I feel for a better visual impact. If GA simply is by that pillar
Over there.
here you're obstructed.
From you.
They can see you with the tree. Just a bigger impact.
Are you suggesting that we move now?
Just today's fine.
fine.
I was taking notice.
notice.
They came by. Noticed, but it was too late.
But notice it's too late.
Here the lights will shine on them.
Here's the lights will shine on them. Bigger impact.
Any more announcements?
Any more announcements?
Okay, we have a proposal.
We have a proposal.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
We have a proposal.
We have a proposal.
To address our issues and come up with three main issues that we would like to address and possibly find solutions for. We can have suggestions at Saturday's GA. The person who proposed this will be there at that time. And we can go from there.
Mic check. I am the one that proposed this. The reason being, people are frustrated, both inside and outside, the movement because we have no direction that we can communicate out. And it seems that particularly here, we have so many issues that various people want to address that we seem completely aimless. So I think it's important for the future of Occupy Phoenix that we very publicly announce and spread that Saturday we will hash through it. And maybe not land a 3 on Saturday. But if we don't, then on Sunday, we will get it down to 3.
We have a clarifying question over here.
Mic check. I'm Kevin. Was this the GA? At noon or at 7?
I propose that it be the noon. Saturday GA. Okay, all right, maybe not. My thinking was it might not be super short. And Saturday evening, we're supposed to talk about horror stories. At 9 p.m.
sorry.
Okay.
Even on Saturdays?
Got Robert.
Yes. Okay, so.
He had direct response to
Yeah, I know, I understand. We have.
Okay. Building off of the Feast of Financial Fools. The noon GA. Is probably best. Because the feast. Starts at 4 p.m. Events are all evening.
But to be, but at noon on a Saturday, would we have more people or less? I know on weekdays, we're stronger at night. But on Saturday, I was thinking, noon might be stronger.
Next to speak is Cindy.
Walk away.
And then Fry with the direct response.
I only have one. Concern about a noon. GA on Saturday. To tackle such an important topic. We live in the desert. It's October. It's supposed to be cold. But we live in the desert and it's going to be really hot.
But we live in the desert, it's going to be really hot.
I have a feeling a lot of people will have a hard time concentrating and tackling such a big issue with the sun being down on them.
It's high 80s this weekend.
And next is Bryce with the direct response.
I'm Bryce. My only concern was Saturday. Specifically this Saturday. Is we have the Support Tucson road trip. Just kidding. But we also have a lot of workshops and seminars that happen on Saturday. It seems to me, this is just totally my opinion, that those are the things that make people see us in a positive light. And I feel like we really want to push the education piece of this as much as we can. So perhaps a friendly amendment is talking about a proposal for a working group like they've done at the other occupations to really define what these three things are that happen over a few days so everyone has the opportunity or at least who wants to be involved can attend these instead of making it the GA when we talk about the other issues. Just an idea.
And Holly with clarifying question.
If the Feast of Fools starts at 4:30. Are you insinuating there's no 7 GA?
In the schedule, we have put in the 7 o'clock GA. Would like people there. In the whole feast. To see a GA.
Okay. And Jen has a point of information.
Hi, I'm Jen.
I'm all for direction.
I worry. Making 3 points. May exclude people. That we really need. That's all.
Okay. Yes, and then with the direct response.
I understand that a lot of people are afraid to alienate others. But if we stay so open, and without any focus, it actually alienates more. Because many people don't want to be here. If they don't know why they're here.
Okay, and then
I have discussed this before. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Carrie.
I'm Carrie.
Okay. I agree with the. I don't remember his name. Bryce, I believe it I agree with Bryce.
I agree with Bryce.
In that the General Assembly is not necessarily the place
Is not necessarily the place
to hash out topics such as these.
such as these.
There has been a proposal
There has been a proposal
in the past
made
by Jay who did the organizational
the organization.
proposal to, I don't know, she just wanted to reorganize our GAs basically to make them less frustrating.
Organize our generals.
To make them less frustrating, like this.
Like?
And she said that we should have idea committees and action committees. And the idea committees come up with ideas like this. 3 clear issues. And an action committee. Acts on those ideas. If we could put that into place. Instead of bringing up things like this. At GAs. I think it would go smoother.
Me? I feel all week we've been planning a lot for this Saturday. And we've already released events for this Saturday. So for on a Wednesday night, Thursday morning to release such a big issue, wouldn't that just kind of get rid of everything we've already planned?
I got confused because I don't know people's names. Ollie, you had
What?
earlier.
Yeah. First, to respond to you. It could potentially build on what you've made. Because people would be excited. For a big issue. But I also agree with the other side. Typical GA. But what I was initially going to say is if we're going to go with this, let's remember that we should think locally and try and act locally on issues we can genuinely impact.
Next is read a response.
I agree that Saturday might not be the best day. Maybe Sunday would be a better day. I disagree that we should have committees to define these issues. Because for one thing, we already have a strategic committee. And we already have an action committee. Plus, I think everyone should have an opportunity to voice their opinion about the issues.
Yeah, you had a direct.
I don't remember what I was
All right, Fry, direct response.
Mic check. Mic check. I know why I'm here. I'm pissed off. I know a lot of people are. I think that'll be enough to get people interested. My only concern with having this be done is that I think we need more discussion. So I really like the idea of us taking our time and discussing it. Whether we call it a committee, or whatever we want to call it, everyone can join in it. And have their voice heard. About what we want to focus on. I don't want us to rush this. I can't stress this enough. We do need to have a focus. But it needs to be a non-exclusive focus.
Building off of what Fry said, and what Bryce said, maybe we should release to the public that we are going to hold forums over a couple of days to generate ideas, and the forums can be more organized, discussion sessions that we've already been having in the daytime and nighttime.
Holly, just a point of, or wait, oh, yes.
Occupy Wall Street.
Hi, Holly.
Holly.
You can go if you want.
Yeah, you can.
All right, Steve. Occupy Wall Street. Has already have proposal, demands. Why not look those over? I believe that many general demands will cover less general.
All right, Holly had a point of information.
These three issues will not be all-encompassing for the movement. For the duration. There's no ultimate limit. That these will be our only issues. I feel we do need to act on this. With a little bit of speed. Because we're doing a whole lot of talking. And not a lot of action.
A lot of growing.
You're on stack next. So
I think it's important that we go quickly. Because frankly, our occupation is currently numbered in days. And not weeks. If we do not show direction. If this cannot happen in a timely manner, that would basically be a block for me. And I think many others, and including people here and watching. I agree that it doesn't necessarily need. I agree that it doesn't necessarily need to happen Saturday. But we do need to give a definite, finite timeline for when it will be done. And it should be a short one.
Hey,
this is Rob.
Okay.
I got an idea. What can it be?
Okay, Rob, go ahead.
Okay. Referring back to what Steve said. Occupy Wall Street. Is Occupy Wall Street. We are Occupy Phoenix. And we can come up with our own demands. Okay.
Bryce.
Yeah. Two things. Okay. Second's kind of a proposal. But the first, I'm with the Buy Local Committee. There are several local economic groups. Throughout the country. They're acting in solidarity. About how we can make an impact. Locally. In all of our small communities. At the same time. We're all talking right now. I received an email today. With about 5 key points. That includes several things. Like local agriculture. Local industries. And immigration issues. That they are putting together. So my proposal is that if we want to do this, that we take this next week, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Every day, and have a working group, here, specifically to address these issues, that we can present to the group, on Friday, which would be 1 week from tomorrow. We can release it to the public. We can tell everyone we're doing it. And bring all of our information. Here.
Not interrupted.
Do that. He's never barked in his life.
Wait, just do it really quick. Wait, are you done?
Yeah, that's pretty. So that's my proposal.
I like the idea. I would suggest we include weekends.
Sunday, Monday?
Alright.
Let's do Sunday, Monday.
Okay, so still gotta try and follow Zach. Did you still have something to say? Because you're next on the stack. You still have something to say?
Direct response.
Oh, it was. My name is Rick. Direct response.
It was a direct response
To Steve's
proposal.
Like Robert said. Wall Street is Wall Street.
Wall Street is Wall Street.
This is Phoenix.
I'm
from Pennsylvania.
I can
assure you. It's way different than Phoenix.
It's way different than Phoenix.
Alright, Cindy's next on the stack.
I think that everything I was going to say has been covered, so pass.
Alright, and then it's Friday again.
I understand how important it is for us to act quickly. From everything I've heard, I now have a better appreciation for all of your opinions and how fast we need to move. I really think we do need focus. And I agree now. We need to act fast. But I do think putting a set timeline can be dangerous as well. I would only urge we don't set a definite date, but that we definitely get the ball rolling on coming up with objectives.
Alright,